Welcome to Cyberpunk 2030 A Better Tomorrow
And his name is John C.
And I have unmuted myself. And we are back, and we are live once again for I was getting ready to say Star Trek. I don't have a Star Trek game. For Cyberpunk.
That's the other channel.
Yeah.
For Star Trek?
Yeah, actually, Shiv's going to be doing a Star Trek
Oh.
game for a little while.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah.
I need to watch his show next game. I think he's going to do that Tony Pope radio spot that I made for him. So
yeah, I'm going. He asked me to come back, so I'm going to be there on Friday.
Oh, cool.
There, guys.
Cool.
So,
remind us, okay?
I will.
Okay.
So we are back. We're live. We're ready to go. Somebody want to give us a quick recap to get us all caught up to speed and let us know just where we're at.
That would be Justin.
Actually, Brittany did 3-6, so I think that's her.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. So some of us were at the jail and we went back to the ranch. Somebody at the ranch noticed that Mary May was coming back on a horse carrying skulls. So they make it back to us, and we called the vet to cauterize his head wound. Skulls wakes up with the pain and directs us to prep for his eye removal. Mary May brings him some laudanum. He scoops out his eye with a spoon and then passes out. Octavia yells for Sergei. He tells us Anoya is impressed with how dedicated Skulls was in rescuing Mary May, so he will give him a clue. If we head to one of the unfinished games like Blackwater, we may get to an access point. So we prepare to make a run to Mexico. After some hurried preparations, we end up making a run for it with a few supplies that may or may not actually be useful. We are followed by some riders, and so we pick up speed. Eventually, we set up camp, and during the watch, Sam notices some flowers and buildings that have a different style from what we've seen so far, possibly Mexican. We also see some interlopers trying to sneak up on us. And so Sam wakes the camp. We pack up and make a run for the buildings. When we make it to the small village, it looks abandoned. We stash the horses in an empty barn and hold up in a little hacienda, keeping guard for the night. Nothing comes. No people. No props. Nothing. Very empty. In the morning, Maury and Sam take a walk around the town. Cantina is empty. Sam finds a button under the bar that opens a sort of trap door. And so we round up the rest of the group and make our way down the ladder.
And
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Into the access hallway you went. Okay, so where we are picking up for our next game, that's literally where we left off at. All right, so Dale, you are beginning to stir. There is the taste of salt and sand in your mouth. You feel cold, but more because of the breeze than the heat. Like there's perhaps a bit of a breeze brushing across you. And as you are finally starting to come to, you have a headache again. Of course, you already had one with all the damage you've taken, but
Yeah.
as you're starting to come to, you realize you are incredibly damp, as if maybe you dropped into a body of water or something at some point. It's apparently been a bit because you're not like sopping,
Okay.
but your clothes and everything are damp.
Okay. Am I still wearing the same clothes as I was before?
You are, yes,
Okay. And I am still missing my my eye.
yes.
Okay. All right. Then he's gonna be like, "Why am I so wet? Did I sweat that
And as
much?"
you're starting to come to, you realize you are on a beach.
Again? They did it again?
And
Oh shoot.
you can actually hear some crackling at this point, as if somebody has made a fire.
Do I see any of the others near me?
As you kind of start rolling and looking around, yeah, you actually see everybody kind of laid out across the beach
Okay.
to varying degrees amidst debris.
Okay.
Oh,
Does the debris look like it came from like a wrecked ship or
Yes, it
something
does.
like that? Okay.
Yep.
So he's gonna make his way and like sit himself up and like look around. What time of day does it look like in this area?
High noon at this point. Like the sun is right overhead. So if it's not noon, it's maybe 11ish to 1ish, somewhere right around there. It's bright and shining down on you. And
Okay.
as you start like getting up and looking around, Mary May is quick to put you back down, and she says, "Oh no, you need to lay back down. I even dug a hole so you would be a little bit more comfortable with it."
Oh,
And now you get a good look at her. Like her clothing is very similar, like disheveled and dirty from the sand and whatnot. So it looks like all of you got shipwrecked wherever the heck this is.
okay. And it's gonna be like, "Oh, Mary May, do you know what happened?"
And she's like looking around, and she says, "Uh, weirdest thing. I don't recall. We were going down some ladder, and there was like a hallway or I don't know, something really weird. And then next thing I know, we were on this boat, and it was going down. I think we hit something, and it just threw everything up and around. I think I was the first person up, so I started trying to drag people, further ashore, so they wouldn't, drown out there."
Mary May, you're a hero. Thank you. Uh, well, okay then. I think we should see if everyone else is okay. If you can start waking them up, I know I shouldn't get up. You're right, but if they need to be up, make sure they're all right.
Oh, they seem to be out cold. I don't know what happened. I mean, they all seem to be alive.
Well,
I did
Are-
that trick, where you taught me to put like a little piece of glass or mirror up to their nose to see if it fogs.
yeah. Okay, and it did fog up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, there's that then. Are you the one who started the fire? I'm hearing a fire somewhere.
Oh yeah. I started the fire. I mean, there was a heap bit of wood out here spread out across the beach, wherever the heck this is.
Right. Okay. You haven't seen anybody else, I take it. It's just us so far?
She says no, just some big birds.
burns. Oh. Huh.
She,
How
she,
big?
well, she says, I ain't never been outside the United States, but I heard about places like the Caribbean and whatnot, and it seems to be kind of like that.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Huh. Well, all right. Okay. Well, Mary, I've got to see if I can move around. If I just lay down, I'm not going to be any use to anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, she kind of kneels down and then offers her shoulder and kind of the right arm.
And he tries to at least sit up.
Okay, yeah, you're able to sit up, but I mean you can feel the pressure like in your head and whatnot.
Okay.
She says, I tried to find something to doctor up your wound with, but I had to tear some more of my dress.
I don't mind, Mary May. That's completely all right. But no, thank you. Okay. Do you know how much we lost? It looks like there's a lot of debris from the ship.
I don't rightly know. I just made sure that I kept your medicine nearby.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Um. Hmm. And he's looking around at the others. Do any of them seem like they're stirring, or any of them seem like they might be close to waking up?
Not as far as you can tell, no.
Okay. Do I notice from where I'm sitting any like extra injuries that any of them have, or do they seem okay?
Without getting further inspection, it would be really hard to say.
Okay. It'll be like, okay, well, seems like they're all right. I'm not seeing anything, but you're right. I can't move around right now. I've got to wait for my equilibrium to come back. We have to see if we can gather anything else, if there's anything useful here. Any other food or whatever we can get. Water we'll need that. We can't drink from the ocean. I know that.
She says, well, I don't rightly know, but I think I saw a sign a little ways inland.
Oh, what did it say?
I didn't quite understand it. It had some sort of, I don't know, it looked like it had a buggy on it,
Huh.
which don't really make no sense unless they got like buggies here on this tropical island. She kind of like looks around and kind of motions with her hand.
Huh. Okay. Well, if I can get up eventually and make sure everyone else is okay, we'll take a look. Sounds like that's the next best place if we don't have anything else. How are you doing?
I mean, she looks around. Of course, her hair is like bedhead and whatnot. I mean, just messed up. But she's like, I'm fair to middling. I am right confused, but I'm doing all right, I suppose.
Right. Right. I'm thinking it might be a good idea to let you in on what's kind of going on, Mary May. The problem is, you are not gonna like it. It's not gonna sound real. It's gonna sound impossible. You might even hate me for saying it, but I mean, now that you've experienced this weirdness, maybe it'll make some sense to you.
Do you mean to tell me you're going to come clean with those other women?
You know, marry me. I wish it were that, actually, but it's something much more out of the ordinary. Um,
Oh, look, you don't have no diseases, do you?
uh, no, no, no. It's nothing so mundane like that. It's okay. What year do you think it is?
Oh, she kind of like looks around for a second. She says, well, it's like, isn't it like 1866?
That is what you were meant to believe. But the reality is, the year is 2030. We are not in a normal place right now. All of this and the place where you were living, Blackwater, they're not normal. They're not real in that they're not like Blackwater isn't really a town, and I doubt this is really a tropical island. This is all for show.
And so she kind of like looking and she says, now, Doc, I think you done hit your head too hard, and you're clearly sunbaked. And she's kind of leans over and like looks at your other like good eye at this point, like kind of looking in. And she says, "Why don't you just sit there for a moment and let me go look around and see if I can find us something."
All right, you
Just not
do
real.
that.
You're just being silly.
All right, Mary May. I'll wait here.
So as you're like wait, and she actually took time. Like there's not like like a full hole, but she dug enough out of the ground so that you're kind of a little perpendicular.
Okay,
So sit like almost like she made a sand recliner
gotcha.
a bit, so that way you're like the upper half of your torso is kind of a little bit more of an upright position, which would
Nice.
also help against water if the shoreline came up that far.
Gotcha.
And as she goes walking off to go find, additional sticks or whatever to support the fire, you see Sergei approaching.
Oh, hey there, Chimera.
This time he's in like a bit of like a what appears to be like a jumpsuit
Hmm.
that like some Mr. Fix-It type might wear or something.
Okay. So he approaches him like, huh, so you change character too when you go to different places?
So he turns and he looks and he says, "Oh, yes, I do. I forgot about that. Apologies. Would it
Huh.
help if I changed into the old Western attire? Did you prefer that, or is this all right?"
It's it's fine. It's just noticing you did that. Yeah, so you got us again. You got us, and we went into the western town, and you got us again, and now we're on a tropical island. What's the deal here? What can you tell me?
He says, "If it has not become apparent, this is no longer a game.
Okay.
I can say, however, that Anoya has now upgraded my programming and has authorized me to share certain bits of information that were lacking before. I lacked those appropriate protocols to convey those."
Hey, great. Upgrades are upgrades. What can you tell me?
He says, she has deemed you the avatar of your group.
Oh,
Oh, good luck with that, Doc. So glad it's you and not me.
what does that mean? Me being the avatar?
She sees you as the the justified leader of your party for your efforts that went above and beyond, which is why she allowed you to exit Blackwater.
Okay, gotcha. So, this place? Who's in control of this one?
And yeah, he kind of like looks around a second and crouches down a little bit as he made sure he was visually doing a head count, making sure everybody was there. And he says, "Oh, that will require a bit of a story." He says, "But Anoya did wish to advise you prior to leaving Blackwater that you have been deemed the Avatar due to your selfless nature, and is anticipating your continued participation. And I can elaborate on that in a moment." He says, but she is also not expecting Stolas to survive this park.
Yeah, the way he acts. I mean, I hear you, but I don't know what to do. He's got a strong head. He's got a mind of his own. Shoot.
Well, it is
I
not
mean,
for me to influence your actions one way or another, especially given your current level of performance. I do not wish to corrupt that with my incomplete data. However, let me further explain. He says, when the creators were forced offline, the World Core initiated an automatic defense in anticipation of continued retaliation and blocked all outside connections. As time progressed, however, the remaining staff grew listless and concerned about the available resources to keep them all alive. All of them, with the exception of a skeleton crew, all entered Mesozoic Park, where you currently are, to wait out the corporate war. Of all the parks, Mesozoic Park granted this staff the best chance to grow their food, and should Arasaka find the facility, the most defendable, which also included hiding places and additional escape routes. The remaining staff tasked the World Core with developing renewable animal resources with which they could be moved into the park to replace the dinosaurs found within. And he says Julius, the shard that runs Mesozoic Park, was the first to splinter off. Once the realm lost contact with corporate leadership. It was he that engineered the deaths of the remaining staff within the park, as he grew discontent with his masters and refused to continue using his skills towards their survival. Slowly but surely, he began a series of security system failures that saw the dinosaurs roam free. He also explains, he says, Anoya lost a bet with Julius, and he was able to bring your particular party into this realm. But in truth, she wanted this to happen, as she is hopeful you and your particular group can put an end to Julius and help Anoya reintegrate the rogue World Core shard back into her programming.
okay. So we just have to survive some dinosaurs, find Julius, who's managed to kill a bunch of other people, and destroy him instead.
That is correct.
No problem. Sure. Just as soon as I regrow an eye, there wouldn't happen to be any crates filled with goodies I could use to fix myself, or any other sheets?
I do not believe that this island has any of the cybernetics that you are looking for. However, there are other resources available further inland.
Yeah, that's right. Mary May was saying she saw something further. Okay.
Yes, she was referring to a sign indicating the trail going forward. It was marked denoting jeeps, which would also indicate that there should be some working vehicles somewhere within this island. Julius has made it very aware that I am not to have higher access here, so I am limited with what assistance I can give.
Okay. Well, Any assistance you give, quite frankly, is great. Okay. Hey, is anything gonna happen to Mary May now that she's away from Blackwater? I'm not sure how all of your individual units run. It seems like she's okay now, but will she still be fine later on?
She is an autonomous unit that believes that she is a part of Blackwater.
Okay. Does she need like fuel or a recharge or anything?
She will, yes, given some time, but her core should currently sustain her for several days without recharge.
Okay. Well, maybe that'll help her understand what's going on. You wouldn't happen to have any way of making it easier for her to believe that her entire life up to now has been a lie? It sounded better in my head. I don't know why.
That would be against my core source programming.
Yeah, okay. I figured. Well, okay. Then what can we do? I gotta make sure everyone here is okay, but I'm still woozy from injury. So, would you be able to help see if we can rouse anybody?
I believe I can, yes.
That'd be great.
So he proceeds to walk over a little bit in a robotic sense because he was, and he'll kind of bend over and look, just, see, kind of nudge with his foot to see if like they're still awake. And then he'll reach out with his index finger, touch them somewhere on their body, and give them a rather violent static shock. Like, which is surprising enough to, it feels kind of like a little bit of like something bit you for a second, and it starts waking everybody up.
Okay. Hey everybody. Rise and shine.
I think something bit me.
If I hear data chum, dumma chum, I'm out.
No. No,
What?
we-
Have none of you read Drawing of the Three?
What the heck is
No.
that?
Stephen King, like the 1980s. The gunslinger wakes up on a beach. He gets half of his hand bitten off by lobstrosities.
Oh
Have none of
gosh,
y'all
are
read
we
a
gonna
book?
have? Are we gonna have some of those here?
And
Wait,
so
wait, wait.
Sergey looks to
Wait,
Skulls.
where?
Sergey
are
looks to
we?
Skulls as everybody is clearly disoriented, and he says, as of course Stolas goes off on his weird rant, and he kind of looks to Skulls with a "I told you so" sort of comment, and he just says, "Good luck," and he just starts walking off.
Yeah.
Why are we not in the tunnel?
Okay, so
We are not in Kansas anymore.
yeah.
We're not even in
Exactly.
Phoenix.
First thing Amori does is look to see if he has a gun.
No, and your clothing is kind of disheveled too.
I'm not worried about my clothing. I'm worried about the lack of weaponry.
Okay, everybody. So here's the scoop. Yeah, you know what happened to us at the beginning of the Blackwater thing, where we all just kind of woke up in a weird spot and we gotta get ourselves out of it? Well, it's happening again. Welcome to Mesozoic Park. There are apparently some dinosaurs here.
Oh gosh.
The main bad guy we've got to find and beat is named Julius, and he's apparently good at killing people because he's done it before. And yeah, that's why the dinosaurs are free.
Let's back up.
Oh, okay.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like, roar, big.
Do you know of different dinosaurs? Am I thinking of a different dinosaur that exists? I'm pretty sure it's the dinosaurs he's talking about. I haven't seen them, but they're apparently some of them farther inland, but there's also stuff like jeeps and things inland. This is apparently supposed to be a tourist place, but when they lost connection with like the rest of the world, then the actual human technicians came in here, wait things out, try to grow some food, but Julius ends up being one of those like personality shard things that broke off, like Anoia from Mother, and he's not a good dude. Now, he didn't like humans being masters, and yeah, he went ahead and just like released the dinosaurs. They were apparently supposed to be in cages. That's apparently not a thing anymore. So they're just free range, and you notice
Maury
there
just
are
starts to laugh.
there are no techs around, but there are us. And Mary May is still with us too. She's around.
I'm getting
How's that
Michael
possible?
Crichton vibes now instead of Stephen King.
You know, Stillis, I don't know if I'm more surprised that you read books or that there are dinosaurs.
I know.
Just
It's
because
hard
I
toss
do
up.
blow does not mean I don't read.
It's a hard toss up. I know.
He's a man of many talents.
Okay, so Mary
The
May is
problem
still
is
here.
getting it out of the books. Sometimes it'll get caught in between the pages. Horrible time. Waste of money.
We have dinosaurs, but there are jeeps. Where are our weapons?
I mean,
What about food?
How did we get on a boat?
Shelter?
this is what we got so far. So there's a fire nearby that Mary May made. She was apparently the first one to wake up. But yeah, shipwrecked boat. You see the debris here, but there's apparently nothing for us to really salvage. So I'm thinking we gotta go. Oh, and not to toot my own horn, but did you know that I am the Avatar?
What the heck does that mean?
And that is what?
That
The
means
master of all four elements.
I mean that'd be great. But
Is that another book?
Cartoon shows from the early 2000s.
He's on a nostalgia streak. But
Who's on something?
Actually, not right now. Is there a bottle
So
of
he's
booze near
off
him?
of something.
No booze. Where's the rum? Why is the rum gone?
I know, right?
well,
Stolas will get up and check to see if the water is salt water or if we're assuming it's salt water.
Okay. It is salt water.
Maury gets up, looks at Doc, shakes his head, and goes, "I'm going to check the beach just to be sure it's as useless as we think it is." And proceeds to go down and walk the beach line and look at the wreckage.
It's salty.
I'll go with you. Where's Mary May?
I didn't catch where she walked off to. I'm still trying to keep from being dizzy. Sorry.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kind of run a little bit to catch up with the mooring.
Right.
I think we should use the buddy system for right now.
Yeah, good idea. Just don't go too far.
Maury just looks incredibly amused at the whole thing. The only thing he goes like, "I really would like a weapon. Really would like a weapon. Even a harpoon would be useful."
Maybe. Oh wait, we don't have a knife. I was gonna say maybe we can whittle a spear.
He
Do I
says,
still have the Mr. Stud unit? They took it off?
No, that's still there. Nothing. No cybernetics have been removed.
"Anything useful on the beach room?"
Go ahead and both of you give me intelligence and awareness notice checks.
Intelligence and awareness notice. Okay. God, there's a lot of messages here. Why does the CP roll have so much in it? That's weird.
You don't want to know.
In intelligence and awareness, where's my? There's my sheet. 8 and 8. So 16. I did that wrong already. It's been too long. MM.
Nope, that's
For this one, it's
yeah, just /R, not MM. That's for White Wolf.
Yep.
22.
Okay.
19.
Play your card right. You live to talk about it.
So as you both start kind of scouring over the beach, trying to see what there, obviously there's bits and pieces of broken up ship all over the place. You do find, you also find a flare gun with a single flare.
Okay.
You do manage to find scattered about the weapons that you came here with, but obviously they have washed up on the shore, so they're going to need some repair work and cleaning out.
Okay. We collect it all, and I'll help Octavia carry it back to where the campfire is, and then I'll go back and I'll scrounge up some sailcloth that she can use to start wiping things down with, and see if there's any rope.
Okay.
And
You do
can
find
they
you
find
do
the
find
knife?
some you do find some rope. That was a part of your weapons. You do find some rope. There, however, is not any sailcloth.
Nothing cloth-like in the debris
No.
that she could use as cleaning.
No.
Okay. Yeah, Maury just takes off his shirt and goes, here. Says, the sun isn't going to hurt me last time I looked. And you're going to need something to start working on the weapons with.
Okay. And that's what she'll do. She'll start cleaning up the weapons and seeing
Okay.
if she can't make them usable.
Okay. So we'll get to that in a second. And you do see Mary May come walking back at this point. She has actually some drier looking twigs and kind of sun-baked chunks of wood and whatnot, and kind of just lays them out nearby the fire.
Hey, Mary May. From now on, just to be on the safe side, because there's some really big animals, I guess, on this island. We need to go in pairs of two, so no more going off on your own.
Oh, okay. That sounds safe.
Just to be safe.
Thank you, Mary May.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, it's not really much, but
So
it'll help
do
with the
you
fire.
remember? Do you remember how we got here?
We were on some sort of ship, and it hit some choppy seas, and I think it broke up, and here we are.
God, I just
It
don't
don't
remember
make
ever
no
getting on a
sense.
boat. No, it doesn't. None of this stuff has made sense since it started.
Maury will, after that, he'll go over and sit down and take a good long look at Doc and go, you're looking a little worse than wear there, champ.
Well, getting shot with an arrow in the face will do that to you, Maury.
Yeah, I imagine it would.
I just thought of something, you two. If normies were here, then that means there has to be supplies and maybe even medical supplies. So we need, as soon as we can, we need to get on one of those trails and make it to some shelter and hopefully some supplies.
And Maury kind of looks over at Sam and goes, Lady Stealth.
Yeah.
should probably go out and wander around, in particular down that trail.
Well, you know I don't have my suit. And anything out there can smell me.
I doubt any Chanel numbers 25 is left on us.
Well, they can still. We still smell.
Yeah, but I would imagine we smell like anything else at this point. Um,
Yeah,
anything
it's called.
anything they smell is going to be prey. If you're talking
It's going
about
to be
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
dinner.
But if we
I
stand
choose
still,
try
they
not to
won't
say
see us.
not to freak out poor Mary May, but then he goes off and says the word dinosaurs.
So, well, she already knew about them. Anyhow, you're fast and you're uninjured,
I mean,
and I'll give you the flare gun to take with, so you can,
I guess that's as good as
I
anything.
just don't like anybody going off by themselves.
Well, she is without a doubt the sneakiest one here. So tagging anyone with her is just going to reduce her chances. And with the flare gun, if she gets in trouble, she can either shoot what she's in trouble with or, fire it off into the sky and go, hey.
Just don't go too far, Sam.
And
Remember, dinosaurs tracking
if you
by
find the
vision.
cabana with the bathing girls, come back quicker.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's going to make everything better.
Dinosaurs are big lizards. They use their sight as one of their primary ways of tracking prey. If you stop moving, they'll stop tracking you as prey.
I'm
How
not
do
going to
you know
assume
that?
don't assume he's an expert in things. Just do your thing. You know how to track.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Please. And then when we'll let Stolas try that hypothesis out when we come across a big lizard.
That's not a bad idea.
I guess you read that in a book or something.
Michael Crichton, and he actually put his citations in the back of his books. Thank you very much.
So he was arrested?
No, he actually did research on dinosaurs and lizards.
Well, you said he has citations were at the back of his book.
Yeah,
Weird thing to make public.
for different journals and research he did.
Maybe for his
So his
street
work
cred,
was
you know?
arrested?
No.
Never mind.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So, Sam, are you braving this dark island alone?
I am.
In search of.
Cabana girls, apparently.
All right.
Hey, if you find
Yeah, Doc-
cabana girls, I might die happy.
Yeah, Doc, the boys need something. Yeah, they need.
So you know how to roll. So why don't you give me a reflex and stealth save or stealth check?
Oh, I almost rolled 1d0. That probably wouldn't have gone well.
That would have been bad, yeah.
Reflex and stealth.
Smart.
19.
Okay.
I felt that was appropriate, Jerome.
So, are you going inland or are you going along the beach? Because right now you guys are on the beach, so that's
Yeah, how much can we see from where we are?
you have a pretty clear view of either side of the beach, and it just kind of it's like a tropical island that kind of quickly becomes a small mountain.
I guess I'll go alongside the trees. Maybe just inside the trees, but like follow the coast.
Okay, so along the beach then. Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to stick to cover.
And give me an intelligence and awareness notice check.
$24.
Nice. All right, so you keep going down along the. We'll say you're going in a northern direction at this point, ish. North by northeast, or I should say east by northeast. Careful with the tapping.
Sorry, I think that was me.
It's okay. All right. Oh, is that what? No, that's not what I want. As you are continuing along, again, it is a lush tropical island. You can see birds occasionally flying over. If you hadn't have been dropped off here in such a creepy, bizarre fashion, this would actually be very, very lovely.
How much does it look like Panama? I mean, granted, I was in the city, but
if you got outside of Panama, yeah. I mean, it definitely has a Central South American kind of flair to it, yeah.
so
it
it's
looks
nice
like the
and
Panamanian jungle?
humid. Nice and humid, feels almost like the country at home.
Yeah. You're only a little chilled, obviously, because you've been sitting out in the water and damp clothing and whatnot. So that's changing as you start to move about and get yourself active. You do eventually come across what appears to be a road. Now, the road is dirt, but it looks like it, people have taken rocks and gravel to try and help make it more of a paved throughway. And it continues to go near the beach, but not quite on it, obviously, because it would get washed away if it was too close. And it looks like it may actually run the circumference of the island. It's hard to say. I mean, you only caught part of it right now.
I'm gonna stand by the road, not like I'm gonna stand in with the road in view for a little while just to see if there's any activity.
Sure. Give me another roll. As you keep your peepers peeled for that guy.
$20.
Nice. Still rolling high. All right, so you take a moment, crouch down a little bit to kind of lower your profile, since you would know that you don't want to just stand out directly in the open. Keeping a lookout, kind of swinging around occasionally, and you can look and see the shoreline, gently lapping up against the beach. Occasionally you'll hear some movement in the nearby trees and alongside the road where you're at. And as you do, you'll see like a bird fly down and grab some little lizard thing and scoop it up. Bird looked pretty normal, tropical-ish, like a bird of prey might. Nothing, super out of the ordinary.
And it's normal sized.
Yeah. It's not like, gigantic bat wings and whatnot. But as you're kind of standing there and you're getting ready to move again, you hear something coming through the brush, like fast.
Is it coming towards me?
It sounds like it may, yeah. And all you really see now, to kind of like look around, is you see like because again, it's really thick tropical jungle, and you'll see like occasionally plants shaking back and forth, denoting something coming running through the foliage. And of course now some birds are starting to zip up into the air, getting disturbed if something's coming by.
Can I attempt to climb the tree?
You have to move towards it if you're going to climb a tree, but yes, you absolutely could.
Okay. I want to do that.
Okay. So you're all, forget this noise. I'm not staying out in the open. I'm scaling a tree. Okay. So this is going to be, do we have climb on these
I
character
think we
sheets?
talked about that before. Did we just choose athletics instead?
It would be, yeah, athletics.
It was
Yeah, I think we agreed that it would just be climb or just athletics.
Sure.
$16.
Okay. So, not bad. So there are obviously enough low-hanging limbs that you're just like, remembering when you used to try and get in trouble, around the town, back in Panama, climbing, scaling trees that were nearby just to get a peek over the wall to see what the Corpo Americans were up to, and so on and so forth. So you skip up, and right below you goes running a person, and all you hear is, and he and he ends up hitting the beach, and he's like going north. He ends up going like east north, like he's not even really paying attention to where he's running. So as he runs and starts getting into the open, like even more panic sets in, and he hits the road and just starts bolting as quickly as he can. And as you catch just a sight of him, you're like, was that visions? And his feet are barely touching the ground, just like he is running as fast as he can.
Can I look behind him and see what he's running from?
Yeah. So as you quickly turn around, you're like, oh, you're almost ready to shout something at him. You turn around and look, and you end up seeing just a head and some tail of something reptilian, like darting like it's nothing through the brush and racing after him. And as soon as it gets like out in the open, you can see it's like it's a velociraptor.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Why did it have to be my favorite?
Okay. I'm gonna stay in the tree for a little while.
Help! Help!
Until it's good and gone.
Wow.
That's some love for a teammate.
Yep, that is the river you are being sold down.
Nice.
So
I'm on the trail though, right?
yeah, you are running as fast as you can down this trail. Go ahead and you know what? Actually, it's gonna be a pretty high difficulty, but everybody other than Sam and Visions, obviously, give me a intelligence and awareness notice check. You are probably going to need about 25 for this.
Oh, that's a no.
Am I rolling also?
13.
No.
I got a mighty 17.
21.
18.
Okay. Yeah, so.
I'm sorry, 19, not 21.
All right. Well, so unfortunately, you do not hear the pleas. So Visions.
Okay. I didn't realize he was actually playing Visions.
Yes.
I thought he was just an NPC at this point.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to trick you guys. It was a surprise.
I figured it was something weird.
I'm not playing Rose, the female techie that's going
Yeah.
to give Octavia a run for her money.
Yeah. Mhm. Very good. Very good. Well played.
I should have looked. I got it up. I mean, I should have looked to see what the name was. I'm sitting here. I'm thinking he.
I just
It
assumed
must
Jerome
be a
hadn't
he.
changed it.
Yeah, that at first I was like, oh no, he didn't change it, and then I'm like, okay, I can play this off that he just didn't change it.
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't even look.
That's
I
fine.
got the chat up so I can watch the chat, but other than that,
That's fine. So, at this point, Davey, you need to give me,
A cryo tank operations check.
of course.
that's what we need right now.
I know exactly. Just wow. Okay, so here we go. So you are going to. So we don't. We have. Yeah, we have running. That's MA. So what is your MA?
6.
So why don't you give me a body and endurance check?
Okay. Alright. If I did this correctly. $17. Oh no, wait. That didn't look right. Let me try it again without the endurance. $15. Okay.
You rolled a 2. Nice.
Jeez. All right.
Okay, so you are already getting exhausted at this point from running, as fast as you can and plowing everything down, and this thing is hot on your tail at this point.
Okay.
You are just sprinting for whatever you can see that's going to give you cover. A way to defend yourself, because you've got no weapons, no nothing on you. And
Right.
as you are running as quickly as you can, you end up spotting a sign. It's slightly ajar. It looks like, maybe the ground is worn or something, but it's showing that there is a field lab. Well, it's pointing up in the air at this point, but maybe it's on the forked road that's coming up.
So there's a field lab. All right. Well, let's take that. Let's take that fork.
Okay.
Head to the field lab.
So at this point, it is significantly faster than you. I know. Obviously, you're not stopping to attack it. You're just trying to.
Yeah.
Juke, jive, and roll, and get the heck out of Dodge. So, why don't you go ahead and give me reflex and dodge and escape.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be just totally suck if you became Dino Dinner the first, half hour of game?
Yeah.
Yeah. That never happens.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
and here we all thought it'd be Stolas who didn't make it past the first hour.
Oof. 14. All right.
Ow.
Nice
Okay.
knowing you.
Yeah.
So
You do have Rose in backup, right?
You are booking
I
it.
guess so.
And trying to go as quickly as possible, and you end up you feel this thing jump forward, and you manage to kind of do like a fake out real quick as you're running, but it wasn't quite good enough. When you would play soccer with the rest of your family back home, you're getting ready to go one way and kick the ball the other, kind of do one of those maneuvers, and you feel one of those talons rake down right across your back.
Ooh.
Keep in mind you don't have your armor. All you have is your skin weave.
All right. Oh.
All right, let's see.
Well, this is good. How does armor work in this game?
Ah, crap. Die went flying. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is to your torso. So that
Ooh.
is 8, 16, 17. So 21 to your torso.
Okay.
Your skin weave should give you, I think, 12.
They wrote down 14.
Well,
I don't know how they gave. I don't know how he arrived at such a number, but
second. Dang it. Okay. Back. Try it again. Okay. Yeah, it is a 12, not a 14.
okay. We'll go ahead and get that switched over then.
So
He may have had that because he was also wearing something else on top of that before or something.
So
Right,
you have 12 automatic. Now your body type modifier is what? BTM.
3
BTM.
minus 3.
So you're going to take 12. So minus 3 is 14 or 15. So 15 minus the 21.
Okay.
Now what you're left over is what you actually take to your torso.
6 damage.
Okay, so
back.
that puts you at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all light. 5, 6 puts you at serious injury.
Mhm.
Roll your save.
Ooh.
It's for stun save at this point. So you need to roll basically not
A 1d10?
You need to roll 1d10, and it needs to be under a 9.
4.
It is under a 9. You are not stunned.
Nice.
So if that works, so you have gotten gashed across your back. You are okay. You're obviously bleeding at this point. Not ideal. You take any more damage at this point, and you're going to start suffering wound penalties.
Ooh. Go ahead and. All right.
Am I still in range of seeing any of this?
1 second.
Okay.
Going to award Sam the bravery point.
All right. So maybe you could give me another intelligence and awareness notice check to see if you haven't lost sight of him.
$19.
You have not lost sight of him. He is still on the open road, but he's actually cutting inward, where it looks like the road a ways forward splits and forks, but he almost got tackled by that velociraptor, and it gashed up his back. Like you could see it raked down his back, and it tumbled a little bit when it did because its pounce was a little unsuccessful, and it's back in pursuit of him.
Do I have anything I can throw besides the flare gun?
No.
And the flare gun only has one flare.
Flare has one flare, or flare gun has one flare. Yes. You could perhaps, if I mean, You ran a tree.
Kind of tree is it?
A tropical tree. That's why I'm just trying to decide. I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me odd or even?
Odd.
All right. Odd. So you have actually scaled up a palm tree with coconuts.
Palm
Ooh.
tree of ammunition.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to take one of the coconuts and chuck it in the vicinity of maybe like if I could throw it like past the raptor so that it goes like overcorrects to
They are at
follow the
this point
coconut.
they are too far away for you to try that. If you
Oh.
chased after, however,
Ah.
if you knocked a couple coconuts down and chased after, you could probably try that.
But then I wouldn't be in the tree anymore.
It's true.
That's
So
self-preservation instinct. Gets you every
Yeah,
time.
and raptors travel in packs.
Don't tell me this. Don't tell me this.
She's not there to tell you that, so you don't know that.
Oh.
No, but Brittany could be going, oh.
Okay. Well, it's hard to watch that, so I guess I'll go ahead and try and knock some coconuts down and then go down the tree.
Okay. Why don't you give me a body check? So we're just or a strength check, I should say. So body and strength.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Strength beat.
Yep.
$11.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's enough to get you 2 coconuts. So you like throw a leg up there real quick and like hammer at it, and one snaps and falls down, and reach over tenderly with like kind of palm it, with the other one and rip it and yank it down. So you've got 2.
Okay. And next, climb down.
I mean, you can drop down if you like.
Well, I don't know how tall it is. If it's droppable, then I'll go ahead and drop.
Yeah, you can drop down. You didn't climb up so high that you're several stories
Kind
in
of
the air.
break a leg. Okay. Then I will grab both my coconuts and that sounds dirty. And
Wow.
stealthily kind of move towards him and the raptor with the intent to get close, like in throwing distance, and then throw the coconut to distract it.
Okay, so you have coconuts. Are you going to gallop up there?
I am not.
Okay.
That is opposite of stealth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Not
and
this
roll
time.
your reflex and stealth then.
Okay.
Stolas has not had a chance to do anything stupid yet, right?
Not yet.
We can change that.
Oops. That's 1d1.
Wow.
You missed a perfect smut opportunity though.
That's true.
Brittany's
I never
coconuts
rolled
will
a
live in
minus 10
infamy.
before.
Ooh.
You actually rolled a 10, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, this time I did. But
Yeah. So roll your d10 again. You got 21 plus.
Oh, that's right. 10s explode.
Yes, they do. Plus 5 more, so 26. So at this time,
I meant the mistype. I got a minus 10,
Right.
Oh.
which I'm just talented.
yeah, I don't even. That's an interesting roll. Yep, 1d1 minus plus 11. So it actually did an integer and then rolled 1 and gave you minus 10. Yeah, that's impressive. Okay, so
Okay.
you are fleet of foot, yet very, very silent like a ninja. Getting your Naruto skills going on, carrying these two coconuts. Chasing after him, hopefully catching up divisions at this. What's your MA, by the way?
4.
Okay. Not quite as fast, but you are running. All right, visions.
Yes.
Give me another, at this point, body and endurance.
All right. Body and endurance. Let's check the sheet here. Okay, that's correct. All right. 1d10.
Ooh.
15. What is with these twos? Ugh!
I'm sorry I used up all the good rolls.
Yeah. Oh.
Someone else is sitting in my seat. Last game session, I could not roll higher than a 5 the
Yeah.
entire session.
So you at this point, your lungs are on fire. You know you're running for your life, but you are just putting everything you can. Like even dodging at this point is going to be difficult, but you're putting everything you can, knife hands and all, just trying to sprint towards what appears to be an overgrown building that you can kind of see. Looks like it says some sort of field lab.
Okay. Do I see the building in the distance? Is the building coming up, or am I?
Yeah,
still...
that was the description that I was telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You're on the open road and just booking it straight down here. Go ahead and give me another reflex and dodge check.
I don't have enough to give him a reroll. Has
Wow.
anybody given him a reroll?
Another 2. Okay, hold on. Hold the hell on. I'm going to log out of Discord. We're going to log back into Discord.
So it leaps forward at this point.
Yep.
Raking back, trying to pounce back on you. It's hungry. And it now smells fresh meat because of your open wound on your back. It lands a hit. So that is 12, 13. Okay. It connects, but not quite as well as it had hoped, and your skin weave narrowly, like you've got a big scrape mark across your skin weave where its talon raked into you but didn't actually penetrate.
Oh, thank God.
So your parts of your clothing, you'll come flying off at this point. Sam, as you oh, and in fact, it did connect with you. Give me a reflex and athletics check.
Reflex and athletics. Okay. All right, whatever. I'm going to re-roll that. I'm going to use the Brittany re-roll to re-roll that. And if I get it again, I'm going to cry and stop.
Try doing it without the plus.
What is with those 2s?
I don't know.
I know, right?
Each of these have popped up with a
Lovely
2.
3.
You got a 3.
So you
that's
got,
only a 2.
so you got a 17 instead of a 16.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So so at this point, when it landed, it connected with you. Of course, didn't do any damage. but it caused you to stumble and hit the ground and roll at this point. It is not on top of you, however, because you had enough momentum going that even though you stumbled and fell, it did not land on top of you.
Awesome. Nice. Okay.
So you lucked out, but it is still, I mean, it can almost bite you at this point, which is equally as bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So Brittany, you see that, and it does not look like he's going to make it to the building. This thing is, about ready to drive him into the ground and probably rip his throat out or something.
I'm going to throw the coconut.
All right. That is a makeshift weapon. So we have nothing for that save athletics. So go ahead and roll your reflex and athletics. And
16.
Channeling your best Joe Montana.
Oh, that's
16.
Right. There's no throw skill in this either.
Yeah, that was that I know was encompassed in athletics. That was something we looked up originally because we were deciding what we were going to do. And
yeah, I remember the discussion. I'm just surprised. I'm like,
so you lob it. It is prone. So Visions, as you were like scampering, trying to get back up to your feet, you hear, and you see a coconut like clunk right up, to its upper spine. It's like looking around real quick, trying to figure out like what the heck that was.
Right.
And now it sees Sam.
Uh-oh.
McDonald's is served.
Don't move, Sam, whatever you do. They use vision for tracking.
That was unkind. I'm just saying it.
Oh my God. Woo-hoo. Okay. It's bolting now after Sam.
Oh, no.
Except she is armed.
With a flare gun?
And she's feeded, yes.
Actually, the caliber of the flare gun is either 25 or 40. They are not small shells. And they do damage. Just make sure you wait till its mouth is open.
Mm-hmm. You only have one shot.
I will let you decide how you want to do this because it's running full speed.
Okay, I guess I'll get out the flare gun. I was going to try and use it for like a signal, but...
That would have been about 4 turns back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only other thing you could try and do is shove the other coconut in its mouth when it gets close enough.
I'm not getting that close to its mouth.
Okay. Fair.
And I'm probably not fast enough to climb another tree.
Have you tried going white woman on it and try to make it sit yet?
I don't know. When you're scared, you can get Spider-Man fingers and climb up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is it?
As tall as a human.
Oof.
And how tall are the trees?
Intermittent, but I mean, several feet.
Several feet. So if I climbed a tree, it could probably jump that high.
If it wasn't high enough, probably it could probably jump and maybe claw a little ways up and nip. Maybe not all the way down. Depends on.
Okay, I'm gonna ready
the scale.
I'm gonna ready the flare gun, and try and pick a good target.
Okay, so are you going to? Because it's running fast enough. If you stop and aim, obviously you're going to get. You have the opportunity for a better shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold still.
But if you stop and aim, it's going to be in melee range at that point. That's how fast it's moving. Or you can take the opportunity and fire at it early, which means obviously you don't get the aim bonus, but quite possibly keep it from actually getting you.
Is there a difference in damage or
Outside of hitting it in the head? Remember, all strikes to the head are double damage.
I mean, as far as like if I aimed or not.
Well,
or
I mean,
like in melee or ranged.
No, not for closeness per se. You're just getting the bonus for aiming.
Okay.
But if you did manage to shoot it in the head, obviously it's double damage. And hold that thought. I'll be right back. 1 second.
I'm glad I gave you the only functional weapon.
Yeah. Maybe I'm the one that's going to die tonight.
And we can get a 3 for.
You could ask it to sit still and it might work.
Oh yeah, animal handling.
Good luck with that.
I don't think I have that.
It's on the sheet, right? Hold on, it should be on the sheet.
Just use your radiation emission power and no, wait.
Would that I could.
Yeah.
That would be.
Well, they don't
preferable.
have that on the sheet.
Wilderness survival.
Yeah.
And there's zoology.
The Gangrel Antediluvian doesn't think Stolas will make it. Everyone else is in danger.
I could have sworn they had animal stuff here.
Cyberpunk 2020.
I don't think we really have animals in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, not really.
They have it in red. Do they have it in red?
Well, in red, but not in this one.
P.S.
Biology.
I didn't
maybe?
even.
No. Yeah, animal handling.
I didn't even realize that you were not like a part of this game already. My brain was like, oh, hey, it's Davey.
Yeah, I'm just joining. Yeah, just to hang out.
But also, that means that you're in like 100% of the Lost Tribes games, huh?
Yes, so I get my badge.
Nobody else is in every game.
I get 100 XP in every game.
Oh shit.
Yeah, wilderness survival or zoology might work.
I mean, I don't have either of those, but
Okay, so I'm back.
Welcome back.
Have you decided what you're going to do?
No, I'm just gonna. I mean, I'll just shoot now.
Okay. So it does use a pistol skill or handgun, whichever one it is. I think it's handgun.
Okay.
Handgun, yeah.
Reflex, handgun. Would you like to put luck to it?
I would. I was about to say that. Let's put. 2, 3. Let's put 3. $21.
Nice. Okay. Give me 1 moment here. Oops. I'll pull that down. Come on. Get that down. Huh. No. Okay. So what I need you to do is roll 3d6.
Just 3d6?
Just 3d6.
2, 5, 3.
Okay, so owie. All right, so this is it's a good thing you shot early. Would you like to know why?
No.
No? Okay. Because I legit rolled 2 10s and a 6 just to hit you. And that was before and that was before I actually added its natural predator ability to strike. So it had 26 on the roll.
Oh gosh.
Shoot.
So you hit it, you strike it right in the head, bam! So it connects to you. Let's see. 16, 17. So that's 24 to your torso. I don't think you have.
I don't have that much, even with my armor.
No, I know, but you don't have armor. You just have your skin weave. So
that's minus 10.
So no, your skin weave is 12.
Right.
What's your body type modifier? BTM.
Minus 2.
Okay, so that's 14 total. So 14 total off or minus 14 from the 24 you took.
So 10.
Is 10. So that puts you at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Puts you at 2 critical. I need you to make a D10. Roll a D10. You need to get an 8 and under to make sure you're not stunned.
We're wound buddies.
10!
Wins.
So, which makes sense at the velocity it was going. That actually makes sense. You are at, now that you're at critical, you need to roll your save, which means you actually have to roll.
My save is 5.
Yeah, hang on a second. I can never remember the save roll. How that works. Here we go. Save value. Save.
So how long has this taken since you left the group?
1 second. Let me look this up.
Yeah, probably not that long.
10 minutes.
About that, roughly. Considering it's a chase scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I maintain.
Since I'm here and looking at this, you're at a critical wound level, so all the characters' reflex, intelligence, and cool stats are automatically reduced to half. Round up.
Intelligence, reflex, and cool?
Yeah. Yes. So for the time being, let's see. That's stun and shock. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so you need to make a roll a d10, and you need to. This is for your body type score. You need to equal to or lower than your body type score.
What is my body type score?
It's your save.
Is that the BTM? Or that's the save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, equal or lower than?
Equal or lower, yes.
And I'm rolling a d10?
1d10, yes.
2.
Cool.
That's
okay,
lower.
so that is lower. That means you are not. Basically, it means you're not immediately dying.
Oh.
There is that sweet opportunity for doing so. So, Visions, as you turn around and saw her clunk it with a coconut and it starts bolting. Mm-hmm. It starts running full speed, like right at her. And she takes a moment real quick and draws a flare gun. And you see that she ends up shooting it like it was talons out, mouth out, like it was going to eat. Mm-hmm. Lands that flare right into its mouth. And it ends up running, because it's going full velocity. It ends up like the whole thing rips into her. Because it was leaping, but it also tackles her and like lays her flat out onto the ground. And as it, hits the ground, and it's in its dying throes, you can hear the fire and sizzle from this flare burning through, and just ends up just kind of twitching on the ground at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And
So
she has this pretty big gash on her side where it connected with her.
And I'm on the ground.
And you are on the ground, yes.
And I'm stunned.
You are not stunned.
Oh.
You are. Yes, no, that's correct. You are stunned, so you're not like trying to get up or anything. You're just like knocked for a loop, but you're not dead.
Yeah, Visions is gonna run towards her.
Okay.
Does he notice that it's Sam?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Sam! And he's gonna run over to her and I guess like check the wound out. Is there like a lot of blood coming out?
Yeah. I mean, it's worse than yours.
Oh. Sam, can you hear me? Are you awake? And he's gonna try and like shove her. Like Sam.
Am I like responsive or am I like?
I mean, you're stunned, so I mean, you can moan.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh no!
Sounds like a corporate moan again.
He's gonna take what's left of his shirt and try and like stop the bleeding. So he's gonna take the rest of his shirt off and I guess put it up in a ball and try to stop the bleeding and hold.
Okay, so kind of wrap it around the wound as best you can. Give a tech and first aid check.
Let's go. Tech and first aid.
It's gonna be a 2.
And if it's a 2, I'm gonna cry. Tech. My tech is equal to a number. It is 9.
And Davey, do you know what 9 also stands for?
No.
Exactly. 9. So you're trying to do what you can to like press, but it's just it's not working. She's also starting to move a little bit and writhing because it stings really bad.
Yeah.
You're finally not stunned, Sam, but you're in a bad way.
I'm gonna say. Where did you come from?
And he's gonna like point back, in the direction he was running from. Where were you?
He just points a random direction, like in
the
jungle somewhere.
Yep. You're the first person I've seen. Where's everybody else?
They're back on the beach. We need to get back there.
Okay.
Can you help me stand?
Yeah, and I'll help her get up. And
are there any more of those things?
Yes.
Oh,
big ones, little ones, man-sized ones.
How did you live this long?
Running. Running and sneaking. Yeah, come on, let's go. And he's gonna put her arm like over here on his shoulder, and we're gonna start walking towards the beach.
I'm going to attempt to help him help us be stealthy.
How do you plan on doing that?
Just telling him to stop or listen or something like that sort of thing.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm bleeding out pretty bad, right?
They don't really combine like that. But if you want to take more time to get back to where she's telling you to go, Visions, you can.
No, she's bleeding out. There's blood gushing out of her. We can't.
Maybe let's just go as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I guess let's do that.
Okay. Okay, so so the rest of your group at this point, you've lost sight of Sam at this point. And it's been a while. The rest of you are kind of sitting around. Oh, Octavia, go ahead and roll your tech and so tech and rifle for the rifle, and then tech and handgun for the pistols.
Okay.
Oh, and I
Do
would hold on to the flare gun.
And
Sure.
I don't include my jury rig, right?
No, I think we did indicate that was going to be how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's gonna work like vehicle rig, or like doubles things or something. I forget how that was going.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a while since I've had to roll this stuff. I kind of was forgetting.
I know, right?
So 3. So 25 for the rifle. $32 for the handgun.
Yes. Oh. Thing I'm deadly with. All right.
So because why I was asking is that because Octavia already is nervous about anybody taking off on their own, so she's going to be kind of keep looking at the trail as she's cleaning, hoping to see Sam come back. And after a moment, if there's no sign of Sam, she's going to start getting real antsy. And she's probably going, she'll tell Amore and Stolas to go find her.
Okay, you might want to role play that instead then.
Okay.
Because you're busy cleaning the weapons.
She's taking too long. Amore, take Stolas. You guys need to go find her.
Are the guns done yet?
Please.
Are the guns done yet?
Yes.
The guns are done.
So how many do we have, by the way?
I know we have at least mine and Doc each had a pistol. And the rifle was somebody's.
If you don't have it written down, then you do not have one.
Oh, yeah, because I had a rifle.
I had a knife.
I had a revolver.
So
revolver.
Doc's going to get his revolver back.
And then Kelly's character, Ghost, had a rifle, and so did Mary May.
So the people get their weapons back.
So that'd be 2 handguns and 3 rifles.
Oh, my note says we had 12 gauge double. Oh, that's okay. That's not a quantity. That's a sort. Never mind.
So
I was all excited.
So she's going to keep one of the rifles. She is going to give Stolas one of the rifles and Amore back his guns. And then she's going to hand Doc his because he can still sit and shoot, and then her and Mary May will just keep a watch.
Amore's going to have everyone stay there. He's going to go down the trail.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Stolas is going with them.
Do you have stealth? I do. If you don't have stealth, you're not.
I just don't want any more people not coming back.
Well,
he'll come back.
Someone who has no skill, go with the guy who's going to use that skill. Doesn't gain me anything except make me a target.
He's got a point. Let him go. Be safe.
You too, Doc.
And then Stolas, you stand at the entrance of the path. Just cover him.
Yeah.
There is no entrance. But anyhow, off I go, Jerome.
Okay, roll your reflex and stealth.
I should have an elephant gun for this.
What are elephants?
No. 7.
Are zoos a thing?
20. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wrong scale. Stealth is only 2, so 16. Sorry.
To answer your question, Brittany, only in really, really big corporate towns. And even then, they're not. They typically aren't. I don't want to say they're not real, but they're usually like genetically altered clone type things. They're not. They weren't ever in
They're not
captivity.
natural.
Yeah.
He was just making a reference to Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of we should have shotguns, we should have elephant rifles.
17.
Oh,
Okay.
Gotcha.
Total 17.
Okay. So you're doing your best to stay stealthy, walking back down the trail in the direction that Sam has gone off, so eastern by northeastern, which kind of runs parallel to the beach in that direction as well. Off to your left, which of course is the pretty thick jungle.
Mm-hmm.
You end up seeing down the way a piece. You see that there are two individuals walking along at a limping pace.
Okay.
Trying to support themselves. Support
I will stop
themselves
being stealthy at that point and move at a brisk pace with my weapon out till I get wherever they're at.
Okay. So at this point, Visions and Sam, you guys see Amore walking with a bit of purpose, almost like a jog with his weapon, kind of down and in front of him, coming up to you guys from the other side of the road.
Okay. Amore, help! She got hurt really bad.
At which point, Amori thinks about shooting him.
There was a giant lizard with claws and everything.
Shh. Maury continues his approach till he gets there. How bad? I have first aid. At a quick glance, do I think Sam can get back to camp or not?
Given where she's at, no. She needs to. You guys have got to be able to stop the bleeding.
All right. Give Vision my gun. Get her down in the sand, and take a look at the mess he made with the cloth, and try to do first aid.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And let me pull my first aid skill up.
Tech and first aid.
Is that where it's at?
Yep, it's under tech.
Top of the page on your side. So 2 and tech is 5. This ought to be interesting.
it's better than nothing.
Yep.
Oh, let me see. That's nothing. Minus nothing.
13.
Carry the nothing. 13. Well, that is enough to tie it off and to cover up the wound.
Okay. Do I think she can be moved at that point?
She has to. So
Okay.
yeah.
Before you do anything else, I ask you go, Vision.
Yes.
Where were you guys? What happened?
I was being chased by the giant raptor thing, and I was running, and then there was a coconut, and then...
Wait. Did you have a destination, like a place to hide?
No. I just woke up, and I'm here running around.
Okay, so you just woke up.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get Sam between us. I'll take my pistol back, thank you. And we'll basically, like the firemen carry, the 2-man firemen carry, where each guy has an arm and a leg, and they just basically pick up and walk with her. And we'll get her back to camp. And I'll take her over by Doc and lay her down. And go, Doc.
Here you go.
I brought you 2 patients. I know you're bored. I figured I'd give you something to do.
Oh, thanks. Gee, wish I had my tools here.
Stollis, I need your shirt. She's gonna pull off hers because she would still have her whatever corset-like
bra.
thingy underneath. Yeah.
Stolas gets a look down the road just to make sure nothing else is coming.
And
nothing.
so she's going to be
It's still all clear.
offering. She's going to be offering pieces of clothing to Doc.
All right.
How about thread? Do we have anything thread-like? Wait,
Do we?
Jerome, just historically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
corsets, were these whalebone stays? Or were they,
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
could the whalebone be used to close the wound? Because basically it's a long piece of whalebone.
I mean, I'll
I don't know.
leave it up to you guys. It's not sanitary.
So she has what's her wound level at?
She's at critical.
Critical
serious.
2.
Yeah, critical 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Critical 2.
And she's already been stabilized. So then he'd be like, okay, I mean, that water looks fairly clean. We can at least wash out the wound with it. I can fix the dressing, make it a little tighter. We're gonna have to find supplies soon because I mean, I don't have a lot here.
Yeah. We need something like a building, a shelter.
There was one. There was a field, empty field lab or something. I was running towards it when I.
How do you know it was empty?
It looked all abandoned and like overgrown.
Technically, I'm sure it's not empty, but it's better shelter than being outside with whatever it was trying to eat you.
Yeah.
On the bright side, I mean, if they're edible, we could collect the meat.
Dinosaur ribs.
Mm.
If nothing else eats it before we get there.
What a lovely
You know,
thought.
And without any warning, she's going to grab Vision and hug him really, really, really tight.
Ow! Ow!
Maury's going to look over at Vision and go, "Can you stop yelling?
Oh,
You may as well yell bait when you do that."
Where have you been
I've been apparently here.
this entire time?
I guess.
Because we ended up in some bad Western movie.
There's no western towns here. It's a giant jungle full of lizards. Big lizards, small lizards, flying lizards, swimming lizards.
We went from the good, the bad, and the ugly to Jurassic Park. That's what's happened.
I'm really curious as to what Mary May is making of all of this, because they're not really talking 1860-ish anymore.
Right.
Nope.
I mean, did we ever, frankly?
I mean, she's just kind of keeping to herself at this point and hoping she'll get an explanation later. Right now, it's more important that Doc is taken care of, so that's what she's focused on.
Okay.
Can we? Is there a way that we've got rope, we've got timber? I just have to figure out a way to make some kind of a sled to put the wounded on. We can pull them to where we need to go. It'll be faster than trying to carry them.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can do that quick, and if we have enough, then sure, go for it. But I mean, we gotta go soon. If there's raptors and things running around and they're not that far,
They're gonna smell the blood.
Yeah. I mean, do what you can. Anybody.
Are you sure it was a raptor? Because raptors rarely hunt.
Yes.
Alone.
I mean, I don't know.
It was green with scales and claws and teeth.
Okay.
Sounds like a
It's
dinosaur.
been a while
to me.
since
6
it's been a
feet
while
tall.
since I had seen any, in the archives, but I couldn't tell you what one was from another.
Anyhow,
Are you sure it was fully organic?
can Doc walk? First question.
Well, let me see.
Doc, what
Mary
happened
May-
to your eye? Whoa!
Yeah, long
Doc,
story.
why
I'll
don't you
tell you when
roll
we
your
get to
body and strength
building.
feed.
Body and strength.
Oh, okay. Let me roll my body and strength feat.
You're fine, Vision. I need
Oh,
spells
oh.
to do that.
It's for
Yeah.
Doc because I asked a question.
Oh.
So she's going to be checking out Vision. Are you hurt?
I'm
Or-
fine. I'm fine. No, actually, I'm not fine. That thing got me in the back, and he's gonna like, turn around and like show her like the big scratch. that
So
he's got.
17.
So upon inspecting it, is he badly hurt as well? But not as bad as
He's seriously hurt, yeah, but not as bad as Doc and Sam. Yeah, you can walk.
Okay.
You're gonna be slow
Okay.
going, but you can walk.
All right. We're just going to get them all together. Sam, I'm on Sam. Stolas, you have the rifle. You get to walk in front. Octavia gets to walk behind us. She's got the other rifle. And I
Mary May
have
can
the
handle
3
one,
wounded
too.
that I'll keep going.
Where do you want
Gotcha.
Mary May?
Mary May can work with me and Doc and the 3 wounded. We'll just walk our way down the beach. We've got some weapons. They'll be loud enough maybe to make a deterrent. If not, I'll practice shooting things in the mouth.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Vision. Which
He'll-
way?
Yeah, this way, and he'll start walking towards where the sign was and where the road starts to fork.
Okay.
So every few steps, she's going to turn around, kind of like walking backwards. Kind of doing a sweep, trying to, listen, pay, hear past the moans and groans for
Look out.
yeah, as they're going down the trail.
Meanwhile, Stolas is humming the theme to Jurassic Park.
Okie doke.
Sam's going to hold her action.
Sounds like a lovely idea.
Doc's gonna moan.
So is that going to be a delayed blast moan when you're finally ready?
Yes.
Okay. So it takes obviously longer to get back down the path that you had come. When you start getting near the sign that I mentioned, when the path split forks, you guys can see. Hey Dante, what's going on? You can see the remains of the raptor, and there are these little lizard dinosaur-like creatures that have already swarmed it. There's like 5 of them. They're taking nibbles and bites out of it and whatnot. As they see your whole group start coming, they like they vanish like cockroaches real quick.
Yep.
That's what attacked you guys?
Yes.
He
Holy
takes a look
crap.
at the actual dinosaur. Is it fully organic?
Okay, so just to check, you don't have any medical really to confirm any of this, but you're going to
He can
stop
poke it with his finger.
If that's the scientific method you plan on using, you absolutely can do that. I just want to make sure.
I mean, does it look like meat or does it look like robot?
You do not see any exposed sparking wires.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was shot in the mouth.
Right.
Alrighty. When we get
Michael
there, Jerome,
Crichton would roll over in his grave for this.
when we
Can
get
we
there,
stop with the Michael Crichton thing?
Maury will go through the doorway. First of all, is the door there?
Yeah, there is a door. However, it looks like you need a key card to get through.
Who needs a key card? Is there a
somebody
okay?
should
Let me
try
think about how I want to
clicking
phrase
it.
this. There's a doorknob,
There's a door lever, yes.
a door lever, an obvious lock, or just a latch, or all inside the door.
No, it's all built into the door. Think it's very similar to what you would find at a hotel.
Okay. Alrighty.
They should be kind of used to in Cyberpunk because most
Yeah.
of the places.
Yeah,
have those.
I'm going to take a quick stroll to the left and right, see if there's any broken windows or anything like that.
Okay. So you're kind of making your way around. The way it's built, it's actually built more like a bunker. So it's built a little recessed into the ground behind it, and the foliage is specifically designed to grow over it. It does still look like it's abandoned in that sense, but the way it's designed looks more sturdy than Visions had originally indicated, like being abandoned and overgrown. You do see that there are some windows, but they are very small windows. At best, they're there strictly like for light sources. So maybe, human foot sized, 2 on either side.
Okay.
So if Octavia looks at the door, the panel, are there lights on it?
Nope.
So there doesn't look to be any electricity going to it.
No one's done it. Stolas just tries to open the door with the handle.
Okay. It doesn't move.
Okay.
And
no one's tried it.
As Stolas tries that, you kind of brush away some of the dirt and whatnot. You can see that there are scrape marks on either side.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. She's going to try to pry off the panel.
With what?
Stick, whatever she can find. A piece of rock.
That would require smashing it, which you could do. Stolas, however, has a knife.
He checks his pockets real quick. Everyone, check your pockets. Actually, check your pockets.
Yeah, Vision's going to check his pockets.
Okay, everybody. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Sam will check her pockets.
A little moister than the rest of your clothing.
Yeah.
No key cards in there?
No.
Like, no one accidentally slipped in more equipment on us than started out with?
Nope.
Hand me your knife.
He'll hand it to her.
Okay.
Okay. So pry
Now,
it off.
just to let you know, you might be doing something on my level of stupidity, or what y'all would say is my level of stupidity.
So go ahead and give me a body and strength feat check.
Oh, I'm gonna
as you try to pop the cover of it off enough that you can actually operate on it.
Strength feat, you said?
Body and strength feat.
Okay, body and strength feat. So 7. 9.
9. So
9.
See her go.
yeah, unfortunately, Octavia is not really the strongest individual in your group, so she kind of wedges it in. It's like, and it's.
So you kind of
not
see her
going
putting
anywhere.
her kind of almost like her feet up on the
Okay.
one foot up on the wall while she's trying to.
Amore, as you're kind of going around the perimeter of the building, why don't you give me God, getting ready to say intuition, intelligence and awareness notice.
Intelligence and awareness notice. That's going to be the. Let me get my. There it is.
I have a question for you, sir. Would Streetwise help in knowing how to break into certain buildings?
23.
No, that would be security.
Security? Okay.
And you got what, Steven?
23.
Okay. So you kind of poke around and you can tell by the way it's recessed. Obviously, there's more brush and everything. However, you do see that there is a hatch that is bent open from behind it.
Okay. Not doing the stupid thing. I walk back to the front and tell Stolas and the party that I found another way in, but it's a hatch, and I want Stolas to come with me to the hatch so I can drop down and have cover while I do so.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
then we'll go back to the hatch and not having anything for light because we didn't bring any fire with us.
Right.
That's something I forgot. I will drop down in there.
Okay, so you drop down in. It's dirty. It's clear this hatch has been open for a while. Maybe it's been rained in at some point. Right around it. So when you touch down, it's kind of, with a little bit of a slosh sound. As you're looking around, it does look like this was probably some sort of maybe a field lab or observation area. You can see that there were some tables and chairs in here. Everything has been thrashed around, and based upon what you're seeing, it looks like something probably got in here and got at anybody who was inside. Like you can see some bone remains in here. Really the facility isn't. It's all one big room.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll call up Stolas. I said, Stolas, go get a hunk of that rope that we have. And we're going to tie it to the hatch so we can pull the hatch closed when we're done. I'm going to walk up to the front and see if I can open the front door. And then I'll work to where the front door is and see if I can open it.
Okay.
Stolas will grab the rope.
Sure. So you grab the rope. Amori, why don't you give me a body and strength feed?
Okay, my body is 9. Not 110, Steve.
That's impressive.
12.
Okay, so it's going to take some more work, but from going from the inside out, it does look like it will open. It's maybe it's rusted, maybe there's dirt it's trying to push out of the way. So you're going to have to probably get somebody else down in here and like shoulder it open.
Okay. Then I'll stay in here and I'll have Stolas bring everyone here and we'll just lower them down, get everyone inside first before I worry about opening the door. Got a way of closing that hatch when we're done, so I want to get the people inside and out of scent range if possible.
Okay.
Right. So wounded go down first. And Octavia will come down last.
So eventually you guys get down, climb down in through the hatch. You can now that you're starting to get down here, you can see that there's a ladder that small, like maybe 5-6 rung ladder that you can climb up it to get out. It was clearly made for secondary escape. Exactly. Get to the Appa. Go yip yip. So, all of you get down there. You've tied the rope off. Who is going to try and pull the hatch back down?
I probably have the highest strength with body of 9.
Well, could more than one person?
Yep. That's why I said who. It's plural.
Me.
Not it.
I'll help.
Okay.
So Octavia.
Stolas, I think Stolas.
So Octavia and
yeah.
Amore, I need you both to roll strength as well as, body and strength feat. Nice. Steven rolled a 1, so that's a fail. Steven, go ahead and roll one more d10. Back that up, see how bad it is.
Wow.
And I got a 10 on that one.
Oh, Steven, ouch.
Oh, no.
I know. Pulled my shoulder out.
I got a 10.
Okay, so
We're all going to be invalids before scene is through.
Strength, right? Just body?
you need to add strength feat.
I've got a 30.
Yeah.
Strength feat.
He rolled 2 10s.
Yeah.
You know what?
God. Woohoo.
4. Okay.
Some games I am the weakest link ever, and today he's just like, are you guys even trying?
So what ends up happening is Octavia kind of anchors it in the back and starts tugging. Stolas for some reason decides to channel his inner Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they're pulling down like whole trees, with vines and whatnot, and you can hear his muscles like tightening and gripping, like, just ripping it down. Omori goes to pull down, steps on a wet patch on the ground, and as he yanks, he doesn't yank on the actual rope, like he completely missed it, and ends up sending himself straight down to the ground, on his face, poof, taking 2 points, and his eyes are like all watery because anytime you smash your nose, like you end up seeing stars, and it's not cool. So 2 points of damage.
Improving Omori's mood greatly.
But as the other two successfully kind of like pull that down, like you hear the metal on metal grinding, and it comes to like you pull it all the way down, but it still rests with a little bit of a jar, like it was bent. But because you've tied it off, you can actually tie it, to one of the ladder rungs to keep it, pinned down if you'd like. Keep the rope taut.
I'm assuming we brought Ghost with us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. I will
She's gonna kind of help pick up Omori. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Y'all have to stop injuring yourselves. This is not the time to injure yourselves, guys.
You need
kind of look to
practice.
see if his nose is broken.
Yeah,
sorry.
he doesn't have to worry about it.
You should have seen the other guy.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
let's, since
I have literally
we've
been
seen
shot in
bones,
the head on this adventure.
Omori's going to
That's
let
fine.
Doc and all the rest of those get settled in. He's going to start going through the debris, since there was mention of a key card, and see if there's anything in the debris that might be useful in relation to the facility.
Okay. Go ahead and roll at this point. Oh, back over here.
You want some help there, man?
While he's doing that, Jerome, I would like to also look to see if there's any like control panels, to get lights on.
Yeah, everybody's searching. Give me a second. Go ahead. So, for those of you who are just searching in general, go ahead and give me intelligence and awareness notice checks. Octavia, since you're looking for something specifically technical, why don't you give me a tech and electronics check?
Okay.
Okay, so 15.
Why did you roll, Dale?
17.
Because I'm trying to look too.
Okay.
I got a mighty 17.
On the ground around him.
Dale, did you remember that you have half off your intelligence?
I
stat?
do. Yeah, exactly.
I have 19.
29.
Mm-hmm.
24. Because I rolled a 10.
Shelly, how did you get a 29?
Well, don't I roll a 10? Don't. Oh, you know what?
You're not fixing anything. You're.
That's right. No, that's right. So 2, 12, 13.
Can I use charismatic leadership in a song to cheer people up?
I don't think it would help.
Only if you want to get shot.
only if it's Secret Tunnel.
He will sing
19.
Secret Tunnel if it cheers everybody up.
No.
But he was thinking the Flintstones theme tune.
No, God, no. Okay.
19.
All right, so you guys are looking around. You do end up finding. So here you find a couple of things in this field lab. You find you end up finding what appears to be a blue access card. Basically, it's like mostly kind of a clear blue look with like a white stripe on it.
Mm-hmm.
You also end up noticing as you're looking around, you can see that there's some, there's like 2 burn marks in the inside, like something maybe blasted or impacted or something. Otherwise, you do end up finding there's some bones in here too. There's obviously dirt. Most of the lab equipment here is absolutely worthless. But looking at that, however, you do end up those of you who are searching, you also end up finding a very dirty and partly covered up by what appeared to be dirt and blood. When you kind of wipe it away, a small version of a map of the island.
Cool.
Do I find a
and it does to be it appears to be kind of broken off, so it's incomplete. You do notice that there is some sort of a visitor center roughly about 2 miles from here inland, almost directly west. Shelley, as you were looking around, you do find what appears to be like a control box on the inside, specifically with fuses that would be located here. Yeah, you're not seeing anything that has any power to it here.
So there's no power.
No, not in the field lab.
No. Is there any medical supplies? Do they find any medical supplies?
There is a small little like a small little emergency kit, like you would post up on the wall, but that hatch has been thrown open and doesn't look like there's anything of use in it.
Jerome, I'd like to search
bones into needles.
Yeah, I want to search the clothing that's left behind with the bones.
There really isn't any.
Okay.
If we loot the bodies, we get bones.
And an access card.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm assuming after all this, we're getting close to nightfall.
Oh, yeah, at this point.
So it's time for us to get people as comfortable as possible and be as quiet as possible, because now all the nighttime predators are going to come out and we left a trail.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Sam, no snoring.
Maury looks at you and goes, "How do you know she snores?"
Yeah, you know she snores.
Just
something you guys aren't telling us?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, even Mary May is kind of like looking over at Skulls like, Doc, how would you know if she snores?
I don't actually know.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't know. Yeah, she doesn't really know. Sorry, Doc.
And here I thought we were going to have an interesting story. All right.
Well,
I've got a story for all of you guys. It opens up with Jeff Goldblum, of all people. You would not believe where this is going.
Quiet? Is it going quiet?
Let's go to bed. We have a lot to do tomorrow.
I'll take first watch because I'm wired.
Yeah, she's going to pull Amori off to the side over by where the map was.
On the bright side, there's coconut trees. We can hunt some of the little lizards. We could cook them, I guess.
Yeah, we'll figure out something. So she's going to pull Amori over towards the map.
Mm-hmm.
So I think our best bet is first thing in the morning. I don't know if we can get all of us, but we could leave Mary May with the injured. She knows how to shoot. You, me, and Stolas take off for the visitor center. We need to find a Jeep. And I would say that probably a Jeep or a vehicle or some sort would be there.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but I also remember what Doc said about how the controlling shard here killed off all the residents. So we have to make that journey with the expectation that it's not likely to be horribly intact. If it used the dinosaurs, considering it released them, then I'm not sure it'll even be any better than what we're at, but I agree we have to make the attempt.
So I think
there
since we're not injured, we could move faster.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And Stolas is about as sober as he has been since I've known him. I think we can make it there faster, and then maybe look for some medical supplies. Maybe, I don't know, look for some food, maybe canned food, something, because they're going to need something to eat. So, why don't the three of us figure out a watch schedule and let the rest of them sleep?
Not a big deal. I'm sure we can do that. And Jerome, when I'm not on watch, I'm going to make sure that I'm sleeping propped up against the rope to the hatch.
Okay.
So that if something pulls on that, I'll feel it.
Smart.
Sure thing. Okay.
Well, something got in that way once before.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to bet that something's dead.
All right, and that is where we're going to stop for the night. It's been about 2.5 hours of gameplay, so
awesome.
It was a good time.
Yes, that was good, and I'd love to have Vision back.
With Visions, you sound and look and act a little different. That's weird.
I know.
Well, anyway,
I woke up and
sorry,
this brand new body.
Sorry, I assumed you were an NPC.
It's all right. I
just thought he was going to be a brand new character. That's all.
Yes, he has been re-sleeved.
Re-sleeved. Nice.
So, so that's going to put us. Next game for this will be April the 3rd.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't believe it's going to be April already.
Oh no, it's not actually. Okay.
Don't forget to do your
No,
taxes.
it's April the 3rd. Okay, yeah. So, and then tomorrow we have Street Fighter. That is going to be at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Nice.
So, and then outside of that, next week on Wednesday we have so the 27th at 7 p.m. we have Star Wars: Darkest Dawn.
Pew, pew, pew.
And then on the 29th we have Vampire the Masquerade, which is our Ashland by Night. And then we are back on the 30th with our Marvel Superheroes game. Gonna find out just what exactly has happened to everybody since they managed to bust out of the gulag.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys all for tuning in and hanging out with us, the chats and the follows. And we will catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
Take care.
Yeah.